YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. Thank you guys so very much for being here. I'm Jody Joe. This is the man, the myth, the legend, the code.
I have arrived. Let's get it, man.
Officially working for Jody's Corner, man. Took him out the workforce, man. He used to work for Target. Now he works for Jody's Corner, man. Thanks to the donations and you guys becoming members and patrons. Patreon.com/Jody's Corner. There's some sad news that happened over at the Astroworld Festival. You know, a 9-year-old boy was trampled at the Astroworld Festival. So apparently this father had this 9-year-old boy on his shoulders in the crowd, and things got real hectic. You know, I heard Travis Scott was enticing the crowd to join and jump over the barricades and encouraging the crowd to get unwildly, and that's what happened. The crowd started to shift, and the man lost control with the son on his shoulders, and he was knocked out, the father, and then the son fell down, and I heard the son was trampled repeatedly, and he's in critical condition in the hospital. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the actual video news coverage from local Houston reporters, and then we'll come back with some commentary.
Tell this 9-year-old, his name is Ezra Blount, and he went to Astroworld with his father looking to have a good time. I want to show you some photos that his father just sent to me here just a little while ago, showing him and his 9-year-old son at Astroworld. That is Ezra Blount, as you see there on the screen, a 9-year-old innocent boy who loves Travis Scott like his father. Now, these photos, as I mentioned, they were taken on Friday, just hours before what became a violent crowd surge during Travis Scott's performance. It was an exciting time for this father and his son. They came from Dallas for the show, and as I mentioned, loved Travis Scott, the child. He was on his father's shoulders, and he actually fell from his dad's shoulders. I want you guys to take a listen to how his grandfather described exactly what happened there as he had his son up there to protect him from the crowd surge.
And my son couldn't breathe because of all the pressure that was being applied to him, and he passed out. And when he passed out, Ezra fell into the crowd. He was trampled really bad.
He has the cutest dimple. He loves to sing. He is so outgoing. He loves music and he loves skateboards, and he's just a normal child. He was spending time with his dad, and he loves that.
Chauncey and Myra, how this ended for both the son and his father is absolutely tragic. His family also tells me that here at Texas Children's Hospital, he was listed as a John Doe because when his father passed out, when he regained consciousness, his son had already been taken to safety. So you can just imagine the panic that this family had. His father searching for his son and this crowd of people that were pushing people and trampling over people, not knowing that he was already here at the hospital. His son was severely hurt. His family tells me that all of his organs are damaged here. His brain has swelling that has progressively gotten worse over the day. So his full recovery will be a miracle for them, and they're clinging on to hope and prayer that little 9-year-old Ezra Blount does make a full recovery.
All right, so there you have it.
There you have it.
I read an article as well, and it's true. They said that the little boy has severe organ damage. Little skinny kid being trampled by men, women, heavy, light, stepping on a little small frail. I can imagine just running and trampling on a little chest.
Yeah, that's
heart,
tough. I don't.
Kidneys, broken ribs. It's terrible, man. And the father, he passed out. Imagine. I have a lot to say about this. But I want to shed light on how sad it is that a 9-year-old had to go through that. It's really sad, and Travis Scott is getting a lot of heat for the way he ran his Astroworld concert, as deserved. You know what I'm saying? Like, Travis Scott raps about doing drugs, living the wild life, the crazy life, and what's weird to me is that how the freak were their minors able to come here, bro? They were doing fentanyl, coke, molly, lean. They were on drugs, bro.
I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. I don't go to these things, but
it's like a rave.
But
it's like a rave. How is it that the first L is that it's 18 and under could come? That 9-year-old boy shouldn't have been allowed to go to that devil worshiping concert shit.
18 and under.
18 and under was welcome to go. You could be 9, 10, 12. There was 13-year-olds there.
That's weird.
You can't bring no 9-year-old to a real freaking rave, man. So it wasn't organized. It didn't have enough security. There was no ambulances on site to just get there and get to the people. They had to wait for them to come from different firehouses and shit. They didn't have enough EMTs around, enough security around. So it was a real disaster. It was a real ratchet affair. Travis Scott put money into the pyrotechnics and the stage, but he didn't put money into the stuff that a lot of business people think about: security, EMT, insurance, structural integrity, stuff like that, bro. That's just one end of the stick. Then I'm going to pass it to my man Cole and see what he has to say. I feel like Travis Scott holds some responsibility, but I also feel like most of the responsibility lies on the parents. That father who got his son trampled should feel nothing but full responsibility for what happened to his kid, because you brought your son to a Travis Scott concert packed with people. First of all, your son's 9 years old. Are you okay with letting your son listen to your 9-year-old son listen to that type of music that Travis Scott puts out? That's adult content he's spewing out that your 9-year-old is listening to. He shouldn't have been there listening to that type of music anyway. He should be listening to Mickey Mouse Playhouse, Powerpuff, Dexter's Laboratory, or some what the freaking Rick and Morty if you want to be like edgy. You know what I'm saying? Him being at the concert is an L, and I know the father feels a tremendous weight on his shoulders because you brought your son to that concert. I would never do no shit like that, but I know I'm different. The way I'm more conservative with why I handle my family, but I know a lot more people are out there. Some dads would bring their 9-year-old son to a devil worshipping looking Astroworld freaking concert, bro. Some of the shit that they say, some of them lyrics, some of the looks and them lights and the way that shit look evil, bro. And it's just that's just not how I get down. I think that the dad is responsible for this. I think that Travis Scott is responsible for this. But I think mostly the parents, man. And I just feel sad that this innocent little kid with his daddy, it turned out to be something really bad, man. It got so bad to the point where he said the dad passed out because he couldn't breathe because it was so much bodies. That's a big man. He's a big man. You know what I'm saying? But I know once you in there,
you ain't pushing the crowd, bro.
They coming right into you. You're done.
Can't push the crowd.
Yep. So he just collapsed, and then the son I just feel bad for the kid. I really feel bad for the kid, bro. And I put this on the parents. I put 75% on the parents, 25%. I put 80% on the parents, 20% on Travis Scott, bro. That's where I'm at. What's up with you?
I mean, ultimately, it's the parents' fault. I'm with you on that because they brought the kid to the environment. But you know that's what happened. But then from there, the whole event, outside of the kid getting hurt, just multiple people getting hurt. Did I miss something, bro? I must be old as shit or just built different.
No, you have common sense. I already know what you're about to ask.
I'm not going there.
You're coming from a common sense place, bro.
Yes, but I'm not going all the way.
All right, for sure.
I mean, maybe I am. At one point, does a mob loses their mind, bro?
Oh.
Is it the drugs, like you said?
Well, when you have drugs involved in the situation, and when you have a dumb, ignorant nigga like Travis Scott saying, "Yo, wild out, be crazy, be free," and telling them to, Travis Scott has done this before. He's had issues where he encouraged the crowd to charge over the barricade, and that's what caused unruliness, bro. Travis Scott got this Astroworld situation. It's just do what you want. It's like a hood Willy Wonka land with satanic rituals and shit.
Right. So I guess
coke, meth, Molly, what you need, doing drugs, fentanyl, alcohol.
Listen,
underage sex, underage drinking. Let's do it.
I can't consciously. I guess they're doing it unconsciously. I don't know. I don't go to these types of things as an adult, let alone taking kids there. I can't see. I don't understand it. If you're stepping on a child or a body, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, a lot of people don't realize they're stepping on them.
That's crazy, though.
But the ones who do, they be like, "Well, I'm pretty sure someone's like, oh my god," and then
crazy.
Then you're risking yourself being in that mosh pit.
That's crazy because for me, I would. Yeah, it's just a different environment. I figure if I stepped on a child or somebody steps on a kid and You get what I'm saying? The awareness, like you're saying, the common sense.
The awareness ain't there.
You know, you step on somebody.
Like, you try to get loot. What was that, Duchess? But you're still focused on getting out of there.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the lack of concern. I gotta. It's like the drugs or the people just don't care. Like the concern should gravitate towards the crowd as soon as it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
like if I'm near the dad and I see the dad fall out and the son on the shoulders,
right? That shit should,
yo,
from my perspective, that shit should trickle through the crowd.
Here, it should, but here's the difference a little bit. You're dealing with minors. Dumb high school kids are here. Dumb high school kids are retarded. They live like they're immortals. I used to be like that.
God damn.
Well, not like that, but I used to be a little crazy, little teen.
Right.
But they don't think about that boy just fell. They're like, let me get up out of here before something happened to me. I ain't trying to get caught up. A lot of minors was there, dog.
That's true.
A lot of minors. You got minors mixed with grown men, bro. I'm already knowing that there was some kids having sex with adults here. In the bathrooms, in the cut, getting blowjobs on the side, weird shit. You sending your kids to a rave with Travis Scott talking about worship thee and shit, bro.
There's multiple people being reported as injured or dead. This is where I'm getting at.
Yes,
and it's
sir.
like,
yes,
if it happened once, twice, 2, 3, I'm like, what the heck is going on? At some point, common sense kicks in. It's like somebody got hurt. As soon as I hear somebody got hurt, that's like, huh? Somebody else hear that shit. Somebody, all right. And then the mob starts to help. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trample. Now, if it was a situation where something was on fire, I understand people want to get out. You're concerned for your own safety. But there's nothing threatening the crowd. So it's either that drugs or, like you said, they're just stupid. But I feel like when somebody gets hurt, the mob should come to their aid. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like weird to me because they want to what do they call it? When they jump in the crowd and do the body surf or some shit. Out at a concert this big with so many people, if somebody falls unconscious, it only takes 2 to 3 people to mention that shit. And I would assume that the mob, because you can't just walk out. It's too many people. The mob could just pass the body.
Somebody said who was there, you couldn't even lift up your arms.
You see what I'm saying?
Can you imagine your space restricted so you can't even...
That's what I'm saying. And you're right. If it's that bad, then
that's bad, bro.
The event is over. It's packed. It's too many people there.
Way too many people.
So it's over capacity. If that's the case, you're letting in more people than you should. Well, for an extra buck, I don't know.
It says everyone was passing out. People in the Houston crowd reported lots of pushing and shoving during the performances leading up to Scott's set. Then when Scott took the stage, the crowd seemed to rush to the front trying to get closer to the stage. A high school senior from the Houston suburb who was at the concert with his friends said, everyone was passing out around you and everyone was trying to help each other, but you just couldn't move. You couldn't do anything. You can't even pick your arms up. It just got worse and worse. It's a lot of people, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. And COVID, too, you can't just do it like that. You can't do it like that.
He said it felt like 100 degrees in the crowd.
All that body heat. God damn. Bro.
And here's what Travis Scott puts up. Travis Scott puts this tweet up on his Twitter. I'm absolutely devastated by what took place last night. My prayers go out to the families and all that were impacted by what happened at Astroworld Festival. Houston Police Department has my total support as they continue to look into the tragic loss of life. I am committed to working together with the Houston community to heal and support the families in need. Thank you to Houston PD, Fire Department, and NRG Park for their immediate response. Love and support. Love you all.
You gotta do the PR thing, It is what it is. I don't expect nothing less from him.
Yeah, at least 8 people dead.
That's tough.
8 people, and a lot of them were minors. The oldest was 27. The oldest, I believe, was 27 years old. A lot of reports of issues at the place was going on. There's a way I could pull up the faces. They show the faces of the deceased, the people who had died.
But yeah, what's up with the unruly crowd, man? That's just weird. I guess you're right. It's got to be unless they're just...
Travis was enticing them, bro.
But still, man. That's crazy.
8 people died, including a 14 and a 16-year-old. 8 people died, who included a 14 and a 16-year-old, 2 21-year-olds, 2 23s, and a 27-year-old.
That's tough.
There was there was a girl. I think the girl was 16 or 14. One of the girls was young. It's real bad, bro.
All from being at a concert.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. The mass casualty incident happened at 9:38. 13 people are still hospitalized, including 5 people under the age of 18.
You're right. It's a bunch of kids.
Kids, bro. Kids.
You can't. That parenting, I guess. You can't let your kids go to this, let alone taking your child to this thing. What kind of shit is that?
Yeah, it's bad, bro. It's bad. They said there was 50,000 people at that concert. I'm pretty sure it was well over 50. It says officials said 50 were at the concert when the incident happened. He told reporters Saturday that there is no occupancy permit for an outdoor event. Oh, wow. According to Fire Code Assembly occupancy, he added the venue could have accommodated over 200,000 people, but it was limited to 50,000 at that event.
That doesn't make sense. Why they packed in there?
Oh, no. Astroworld, an annual event, was sold out in under an hour this year when tickets were released in May. About 100,000 people were expected to attend, which the rapper headlined. It was not held last year because of the pandemic. It looked like way more than 50,000 people were at that event. It was overcrowded, bro.
Yeah,
I heard they sold too many tickets. They sold too many tickets and what they had space for, and that right there shows some negligence. It's greed. It's negligence caused by greed. Now, I ain't the type of man to judge nobody else. It is what it is. But when you do stuff like this, bro, you are accountable, and he took accountability. Travis Scott says he's mad, he's sad at the loss of life. There are already a record number of, there's already over a dozen lawsuits against Travis Scott. He's been sued up the wazoo, and he's going to be paying out the wazoo. Astroworld will effectively be shut down after this. There will no longer be any more Astroworlds, and they will be coming for this man. They're trying to cancel Travis Scott. I'm against cancel culture. I ain't for that, but something's got to happen, bro.
Yeah,
something's got to change, bro.
But that's why they put you're supposed to put rules in place, not just Travis Scott or whoever is holding the event, but the people who are allowing you to hold the event in a certain area or whatever. You have to put limitations on people to avoid shit like this.
Which they did. They limited it from 200,000 to 50,000.
Well, that didn't seem like.
And they still sold more tickets than they were supposed to.
That's what I'm saying. You got to put limitations,
right.
And not just with limitations. You have to enforce these limitations. You know what I'm saying? You can't just say, okay, you can only have this amount of people, and then they're bringing in more people, and there's nobody there to check them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's just so much going into it, and on top of that, I feel like any event that says, would you say 18 and under?
You could be under 18.
Any event that says 18 and under.
You could be over 18 and under 18 to attend.
Bro, any event that involves kids need extra
security and supervision.
You need that shit
and rules in place.
Yeah, you gotta, because hey, look, I ain't got no kids, but I've been around kids. There's a lot that goes into kids when you're out in public.
Yeah.
There's bathroom time. There's I'm hungry. You have to make sure there's. What happens if multiple kids got to go to the bathroom in this mob? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna get out? You get what I'm saying?
Kids do stupid things.
It's like when you see amusement parks, right? They got the bathrooms on each area just in case people need to use. It might seem like a small thing, but it's just.
It's there for a reason.
Yeah, it's an event like this where you're gonna have people stand in like what is it called, a mosh pit or whatever, that weird shit. You have to make sure people, if somebody's done and say, okay, I want to leave this event early, they have to have a way out. That's just common sense. Shit like that, bro.
This big catastrophic thing happening is a sequential misfire and sequence of little problems.
Yeah, exactly.
Little failures.
Exactly.
A lot of a sequence of little failures led to this big catastrophe.
Exactly. And I always wondered why they don't segment the crowds when they do shit like this.
Yeah, I would have kids in one section.
Yeah, you got to segment the crowds.
I would have adults on one side.
Yeah.
On one side,
and then you know, when you say shit like that,
it's the ratchet way.
I don't mean because I'm agreeing with you, but I don't mean separate the parents from the kids. It's all the kids with parents they're on the same side. Yeah. You know, because something go down in there with a child, all those parents will come together and help them kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like you said, these teenagers unruly, they don't understand shit. They just going wild out their mind. But you segment the crowd. They have their little the barriers and shit.
Yeah.
So if somebody needs to leave, you can walk. You come outside your little pit and you walk out the shit. Like,
how hard is it to do that?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why.
That's why he's getting sued.
It's that weird shit.
He's getting sued for negligence because it was just one big open crowd, bro. But that's what happens when you let minors come.
That's true too.
Once again, I don't want to take it off what this is really about.
About the kid.
You know, I looked at the report of what some nurse said. A nurse who gave her opinion. She says she works in a hospital, and hearing the description of swollen brain and damaged and ruptured
organs. God damn.
She said the best case scenario is him having permanent disability. Permanent from this. Because you went to a concert for Travis Scott.
Which is sad. It shouldn't be like that. You know?
Stuff like that shouldn't happen in America. And it shouldn't happen anywhere. Yeah. Especially in a country that's not a third world country. One of the prolific countries in the world. It shouldn't be happening.
You shouldn't have to wonder, is it going to be safe at the concert? That shouldn't be something you should be, at least safe in the terms of loss of life.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be thinking that. Obviously, you should always apply safety to whatever you're doing, but that shouldn't be on your mind. You know, I don't think about who's going to die when I'm going to the grocery store, bro. You shouldn't be thinking about shit like that. But, you know, if that's the way they're going to behave, if that's the way they're going to hold the event, and if they're going to allow kids to come in and still behave this way, and I'm pretty sure alcohol was there, bro.
Alcohol.
I know all the drugs was there, but you know what I mean.
Alcohol is the least of your worries.
Yeah, but
other drugs there.
I know other drugs are there, but they're not selling those. I'm pretty sure they were selling alcohol, bro.
The venue?
Exactly.
I don't think so. I don't think legally you can because there's kids allowed. But, you know, the kids have it in their backpack. It's in their pocket.
Right.
They got the pills. Right. There's a pill dude selling pills. There's a guy. What you talking about? There's a chick. That just is what it is. That's how I go down over there at these raves and shit, bro. So, Travis Scott, what comes your way is probably well deserved. I don't think that you're going to deserve everything that comes your way because we live in a society where it's we want to blame strictly the entertainers and not the parents.
Right.
So I feel like this boy's father is punishment enough for what happened to his son. The boy's father is and grandfather are dealing with a huge failure here, and they've received their punishment because of what happened to the poor kid, man. I really hope the kid has a full 100% recovery. I really do. And it makes me sad to see such a kid who had a future probably not have one like that no more.
Right.
His life has changed forever for going to a Travis Scott concert. Ain't that some shit? Thank you guys so very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel for the real content. We always give real opinions regardless of what you believe. I don't give a shit about what y'all think.
Fuck.
But that's why we here, bro. We here to keep it real. I hope y'all appreciate the real, and we can be homies and friends and a family. Subscribe to the channel if you want the real content. I'm Jody Joe. That's the man, the myth, the legend, the code. Deuces, 2 parts of the Just League, and we out. Deuces.